So look, man, for the record, it's 5:30. We're gonna go to 8:30. We're gonna come back on at 11:30, and then we're gonna stream for 30 minutes till New Year's, the celebration, and then we're gonna stream till whenever I get tired. So remember, the whole time, guard your privacy and abide by all the community guidelines, man. Very important. It's snowing. My channel's growing. If I'll be successful, I ain't even knowing. We just going. "111 on the phone. I be deep off in the zone, trying to find my way home, trying to make my name known. The realest ever grown, the realest nigga ever grown. Find me on the microphone. What are you doing later?" Greetings. What you got planned for New Year's tonight, man? Where I'm at, it's snowing. It is snowing. So we ain't doing nothing tonight, man. We just politic until 8:30, and then from 11:30 till whenever we gonna be celebrating, and hopefully the trolls will be too busy to tap in tonight, but I highly doubt it. My question is, why do you even believe in New Year's resolutions, man? Why do you even believe in New Year's resolutions? Can anybody answer that? Why do you believe in making a plan for the new year? Do you believe that that's going to change your life, your situation? That's the biggest question. Every time New Year's come around, people get to talking about resolutions. You know, in my opinion, New Year's doesn't really start until April anyway, right? We can't just keep going by the calendar New Year. We got to understand that New Year starts in April, man, when the season changes to spring. That's the real New Year's, according to nature. Like and subscribe. If you can't like and subscribe, don't ask me no questions. If you're not already a subscriber, I'm not answering your questions. If you haven't liked the video, I'm not liking or answering your questions. So I'm only looking for my regulars, bro. That's it. Because I get a lot of questions from undocumented people to the point where I'm ready to call ICE on you motherfuckers because you ain't subscribed to the channel. You didn't like the live, but you want to ask all these questions, man. ICE, come and get these dudes, man. Please. Because they're undocumented. But I will answer to Renee. Happy New Year's, Renee. E-Dog Gaming wants to know if I remember him. If you're not subscribed to my channel, absolutely not. I don't remember you, man. Because you should have subscribed a long time ago, but you chose not to do that. But you want to ask all these questions when you could have been subscribed. Oh, he said, T2 says, I subscribed, girly man. I am white and I'm rich as snow. Could be your lucky day. We see. Yeah, okay. Happy New Year's to you too, girly man. Who used to say that? Wasn't that Arnold Schwarzenegger? Why are you acting like a little girly boy? Sounds like Cap. Oh, okay. Well then, E-Dog, if you subscribe, then hey man, what it do, man? I can give you the recipe, bro. I can give you the recipe, man. So the recipe is this, man. Right now, it was 5:30 when I started this live. A lot of people came in late. So we're gonna go to 8:30, right? Then we're gonna cut the live at 8:30, and then we're gonna rest and be right back at 11:30. We're gonna stream from 11:30 to New Year's. And who's ever in at that time, you'll get to see the surprise, man. I might light off a firework inside my kitchen. You're just gonna have to tune in to see. I gotta deliver. What? Like I'm not UPS. I don't work for the mail service. What you mean deliver? I don't jump through hoops for anybody, man. My subscribers subscribe to me because they know I'm REAL as FUCC. Can you DIG that? I don't think you can because you think people got to jump through hoops for a subscribe that ain't even worth nothing. I'll let you know when it becomes worth something, no, but you can unsubscribe, Viggy. I really don't care. You, sir, or ma'am, or whoever you are, you can unsubscribe. Right now, you can unsubscribe. Don't waste no time. Take your subscribe and get the fuck out of here, man. That's what you can do. It is a hillbilly. Billy Hill from the hills. That's who I am. Big Mango. Yeah, that's me. Christian bro, what's going on, man? How you doing tonight, man? Happy New Year's to you, bro. I'm just in here talking shit. I'm sorry, man. I am. I'm coming off talking shit. My bad, man. Yeah, bye. Get up out of here, man. I really, and there's a method to it, man. A lot of you guys be thinking that I work for you. I create content for you, true enough. Vanessa, how you doing? Good to see you, sweetie. Happy New Year to you. Got my regulars popping out. I appreciate that. You know what? I'm gonna tell you right now. Tonight, we not doing freedom of speech, man. We are not doing freedom of speech tonight. I don't know why, but I just don't feel like dealing with it, man. My moderator should be here momentarily, man. Yeah, Happy New Year, Vanessa. Happy New Year. We definitely going into another timeline. Every January 1st, there's gonna be a new timeline. And the new timeline comes with new opportunities. The new timeline comes with new experiences. And I've always been of a mind that, man, experiences are worth more than gold, bro. If you can build up your memories and your experiences, man, you are the richest person in the world. For real, man. That's just something I've always thought, man. It's got nothing to do with money, man. It really don't. It's got nothing to do with money. Everybody, let me tell you something. Sheeptard says that black fatigue is real in all caps. What do you think Sheeptards means by black fatigue is real? Do you think that is a derogatory statement, or is that just freedom of speech? Like, I'm gonna let the people decide. Should I ghost sheeptards for saying black fatigue is real, or should I just let derogatory comments like that ride, man? Right? What should we do? But you sheeptards is saying that Renee Vanderwall, which is also another a local and a regular, says that I should ghost sheeptards because basically that is a derogatory statement, sir. And then of course T2 that likes to call people girly boys, now he wants to turn around and say he'll be a moderator for $25 an hour, which I don't understand why you would charge $25 an hour if you just got through making a claim at the very beginning that you are rich and whiter than snow. I have a moderator already, anyways, bro. You're just spicing up my channel. Okay, well, let me spice you up a little bit, Spice Girl. Get your ass up out of here, man. Do I like sweet candy or sour candy? You know what? I don't even eat candy, man. I don't even eat candy like that, bro. I really don't. I ain't gonna cap to you right now, man. I don't indulge in candy. I like you. I wish I knew who T2 was. Like, that would really, 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 really enlighten me and make me feel fulfilled to know who is T2. Who is T2? Why don't you donate $25 to your own charity, sir? That's what you do. Make sure you like and subscribe, man. But I don't feel like I'm going to get a lot of likes or subscribes because there's 18 people in the chat and I only got 4 likes, 5 likes. You know, the proof is in the pudding. I'm sure you guys heard of the proof is in the pudding. You know what? I used to be the drummer for sure. I used to be quite the drummer, man. When I was in school, yes, I was a drummer. Absolutely. I've attended many school concerts where I was, you know, the drummer. Absolutely, man. Don't worry about it, Travis. We gonna get you right. Vanessa wants to know who's single. You know, Vanessa, if you're gonna be asking who's single, you need to state your age, gangster. You need to put your age out there so everybody is aware who they're talking to. because nobody wants to get in trouble for any reason. And that's just a policy statement. Didn't you drum on? No, I didn't. No, I didn't. And if Mr. Coltman don't cut it out, you're going to be the next to get struck. T2 says he was the singer, the drummer. No, the drummer was always jealous because I got more women in the band. Okay. And Sid says, white boy, what are you talking about? Sid wants to know what the white boy is talking about, people. So Muhammad says, ha ha ha, kiddo, go study. You know what? Vanessa, stop asking who's single, man. You're not old enough to be asking that question yet. Most of the people in my crowd are looking for grown women, and I don't mind you being in the chat, but I do suggest that you didn't ask who's single because like it's very important that age is specified because YouTube is a special place, man. And if you're not careful, it can end badly for all parties involved. What three books have influenced your life the most? Well, I like Donald Goins. I like Donald Goins. I like Africa, the mother of Western civilization. And I like The Secrets of Freemasonry. Those were three books that let me know what it really was in this simulation called the world. And, the muscle professor is not even, as a matter of fact, hey, Sugar Ray, how it do, man? Greetings all the way from United States to London, baby. It's one of my regulars right there. We in here big chilling like villains. But the muscle professor, I'm about to have to get rid of this guy, man, because he has a lot to say, but he doesn't even speak English, man. Man, where your mod is, I am the mod, man. And Mike says that he likes gay streamers. That's his favorite kind of streaming is gay streaming. That's what Mike Sanchez has to say, people. Yeah, but Punjabi, we don't understand Punjabi. Speak speak American language, not Indian. Okay? We don't understand Indian. Like we love Indians, don't get me wrong. We love India, but we don't speak Punjabi. Hey, check it out, people. So, T2 has a message for me and everyone else to see. He says, I can bring you to big time digital marketing. We see. And Sugar Ray comes right back with a whole bunch of laughter. And of course, the muscle professor comes back with, we couldn't understand. And my reply to him is, of course we couldn't understand. We don't speak Punjabi. And Muhammad says, why are kids nowadays so much concerned about girlfriend and boyfriend stuff instead of study? You know what? I have no idea, Muhammad. That is a great question, man. I think everybody is lonely, man. That's what I think. I think even the kids are lonely, bro. I really do, man. That's what I think it boils down to is we're living in a lonely world, man, where you don't know who to trust and meaningful relationships are like damn near like a thing of the past. And Sugar Ray was like, I always coming into your room. So you have someone real to talk to. Oh man, Sugar Ray, I appreciate that. You could not have said something to put a smile on my face more than what you said. Because I be needing, Like the real can only recognize real, man. That's why I'm always in turmoil, because the real don't recognize phony. It just don't. It's like trying to put a Android app onto an iPhone. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't go together, man. It's like drinking milk and hot sauce, man. It don't go together, man. Oil and water, man. Snow and hot lava. It's just a bunch of things that don't go together a whole lot of the time. And Renee says people don't know how to socialize without technology, which causes less companionship slash friendships. And I completely agree. Ain't that the truth, Renee? And Intel says go into cybersecurity. You can self-learn online, affordable certificates. I don't know what word that is. Coursera can have a six-figure job in less than 2 years, quite possibly. Yeah, quite possibly. Big Mango says, hold up. What's your channel even about, dude? You know what? I feel like you don't have the answer to that because you haven't been here, and you just want to make believe that the channel is erratic and all over the road. So T2 comes right back. I'm talking rapid fire, and he says, I'll even get you a woman. He says, I business 3 years. After 3 years, you want to go on your own. I task master. We both take our money in 3 years, then we move on. We call each other old. So you tell me, man, is T2 an American, or is he a international capper? I'm starting to think T2 is an international capper, ladies and gentlemen. T2, you are an international capper. The music, the muscle professor snaps right back with some more Punjabi, so we're not even going to read it. And Renee Vanderwall comes back with, that sounds like a scam. And Renee, I agree with you. Travis, I agree with you. Dawson, how are you doing tonight? We got a regular in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Please give it up for Dawson Digvani, because she is here for every single live, and I highly appreciate it. And T2 was released in 1991. At least that's what the cult says. If you're not a regular, it's highly doubtful that I am going to continue. You and this Punjabi is that's what it's called, Punjabi. T2 says, I live in Boston. So you wrong, my future friend. I do live stream with you. I good looking myself. Well, that is great news, T2. Just be happy and be grateful that I even responded to your whatever. Dawson, I am sorry. I thought I was, you know what? I'm moving so fast. Everything is just at a fast pace right now. Dawson said, I am a real boy. Stop calling me a girl. I am sorry. I am sorry, Dawson. But with a name like Dawson, Digvani, it's easy to get it confused. T Mac, what it do? What it do? What it do? Let me ask you something, T Mac. Do you know where what it do came from? If you don't know, I'm going to tell you right now. See, back in the 80s in California and the 70s, when cats was building they low riders, they used to pull up on each other at a red light. He would look at this guy's car, this guy would look at the other guy's car, and they would say, what it do? Right shortly thereafter, they would start hitting their hydraulics to show exactly what it do. So remember that the next time you ask somebody what it do. That is a homegrown, deep down California slang term for the low riding community. What it do, sir? What it do? Yeah, you better remember that, man, because I think I deserve a subscribe for that, man, because I'm a very knowledgeable individual. I know a lot of stuff, but one thing I don't know is the mind of a troll. That is something I'll never know. The Fari boss says no. You're asked It's a lot. It's very difficult to read these damn questions because these people speak in broken English and they use text to speech, and it is very, very hard to understand what the hell you're saying. The boss says I don't even deserve a subscribe, so I say get the hell out of my house, sir. Because if I don't deserve a subscribe, you don't deserve acknowledgement. So please, and I do say please, get the hell up out of here, man. The UK never had hydraulics on cars, but the UK has hydraulic on cars now because if you don't have hydraulics, you have airbags. Where did airbags come from? Where did hydraulics come from? They came from truckers all the way back to the 60s. That's where hydraulics and airbags came from, was the trucking industry. And then the gangsters and the players and the dope dealers said we need this same type of technology on our vehicles. You look like the singer from the gym class. Never heard of it, sir. I've never heard of that. Vortex says that he doesn't use text to speech, and I believe him. You know why? Because exactly what he said is what I can understand what you say, sir. Well, then you subscribe, Muscle Professor. I highly appreciate that. Muscle Professor says he subscribes to everyone, people. So if you see Muscle Professor, I suggest that you get on his live and you get on his line because not only does he say he's a top flight marketer, but he says he subscribes to everyone and he's the man with the opportunity. Muscle Professor, shout out to you. Happy New Year. We highly appreciate it, man. We got a bunch of people claiming that they subscribe to everybody. But you know what? If I was to end this live right now and I was to look at my subscribe count, you know what I would see? No subscribers. And if you do want to subscribe, it don't cost you nothing to press that button. So please, don't hesitate. Skylight keeps mentioning XX Extension. Rest in peace, XX Extension. Rest in peace. He was cold-bloodedly murdered. Rest in peace. Everyone wants to subscribe right now. We'll see if that really happens. It sounds good. And it also, honestly, to me, sounds like Muscle Professor, you're trolling. You're trolling. And you know you're trolling. This is the New Year's Frenzy. Bro, Kid Grace, what it do? What is up? If you ain't done it already, like the video, subscribe to the channel, man, because it is going down after New Year's. And Robbie, anybody with Dale in their name, let me tell you something. Anybody with Dale spelled Dale always comes off as a racist. And if you want to say that's a stereotype, then you say that is the stereotype. Because Robbie T. Dale is literally sitting here calling me the nigga with the hard ER. The hard ER. The Muscle Professor says he is an advocator for the T Got the Recipe channel. Well, if you wanna advocate for me, please tell Mr. Ridge Dale to stop trolling a black man. Robbie is definitely a troll. You know what? Freedom of speech is an amendment that is within the Bill of Rights and the Constitution. Oh my God, Robbie didn't change it from the hard ER to the A, ladies and gentlemen. This guy is a care. This let me tell you something. This guy is a caring troll. This guy is a considerate troll. Have you ever seen a considerate troll, ladies and gentlemen? Because let me tell you, Robbie is a considerate troll. He's a racist, but he's a considerate racist. Dang, man. Happy New Year's to all, bro. Like, for real, man. Happy New Year's. Man, I'm really wondering You know what? Hobo Daisy Chain says happy queer year. Happy Jew queer. Like, man, you know what? I don't think that's the way we're going to celebrate. I don't know what a Jewish man did to you, but you know what? I don't feel like I want to know. And Robbie comes right back with nappy Jew queer. If this guy ain't white, then I forgot what white was. I really did. Kid Grace, what it do? If Robbie Teasdale ain't white, then I forgot what white was. I'm telling you, man. Because you remind me of one of them white boys back when I was growing up. You damn sure do, man. And not only that, let me tell you something about Robbie Teasdale. He got the nerve to say, happy Jew queer, but he's a queer himself. He is literally a queer himself. And Mr. Internet says, stop acting black. Stay away from Mike. He's a snitch. Damn, Robbie. You know what? Everybody sees you, Robbie. Mike, everybody knows you a snitch. Freedom of speech, Robbie. Freedom of speech. You are busting me up today. You know what? Because it's the New Year hype. This is the last day of New Year. This is it. 2025 is over. We got to give it the best effort. We got to go all in. We 32 minutes into the chat. We got one person showing with 14 likes, and everybody knows you a snitch. Everybody knows you a snitch. Mike, Robbie, Bobby, all you goat smelling maggots. But you know what? I'm gonna tell you where you winning at right now, Robbie. I'm gonna tell you where you winning. You winning due to freedom of speech. You have the right to spew that garbage until you get beat up, and then your rights go out the window. So listen, Robbie, spew your hate speech and your freedom of speech, but don't get beat up trying to do it. Because Sugar Ray said it's Robbie that's the snitch that needs the stitches. No, it's actually Mike. Robbie is the racist. Robbie is the closet. I want to call him a gayist. You know, that's the new word for 2026. Is you, Robbie, are a gayist. You know what a gayist is? A gay racist. King Julian, one of my regulars. Absolutely, man. King Julian 31. Shout out to King Julian, man. Happy New Year to you, man. You gonna celebrate, and we gonna celebrate you, man. Because tonight we celebrate everybody, everywhere, all around the world, man. So tap in and enjoy the night. We're streaming until 8:30. That gives us 2 hours and 20 minutes. Mike is the snitch. Absolutely, Sugar Ray. I don't even know who Mike is, but there's a lot of Mikes out there and there's a lot of snitches out there. So it doesn't surprise me, ladies and gentlemen, that Mike is the snitch. And it's only a matter of time, Mike, before they drop your paperwork on the live. Rosinata. 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 Happy New Year's to you, Rosinata. This is where you're going to get the shout out. Happy New Year's 2026 on the way. I hope the best for everybody, even Mike the Snitch, even Robbie the Gayist. We hope the best. Mike stole my Air Jordans, my gold chain. Let's get him, homies. Oh my God, how was he able to steal something from around your neck and an item that was on your feet? How did that happen? Neo Stinky. Or no, excuse me. I'm sorry. It is Neo Slinky. The muscle professor that was speaking, what was you saying earlier, Punjani? Saying that he is from India. I knew you was from India, and he is a spine specialist. You know what? I'm gonna tell you right now, the muscle professor, I literally need your help. Oh man, Mac Truck is in the house. What's going on, man? Mac Truck is another regular, man. He's one of the hardcore regulars, man. He gonna show up a time, no. Yeah. Yeah, Mac Truck gonna show up a time. And he might just run you down in the Mac Truck. So be careful. He might just run you down with a bed full of gravel. So you better be careful messing with Mac Truck, y'all. Yeah. Put your fist up. Oh my God. And then imaginary friend got the $1 million question of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. Imaginary friend wants to know who in the chat is homeless, but I really believe he's talking to me. He wants to know, am I homeless? Am I homeless? Is what imaginary friends wants to know. Can somebody, anybody, please address imaginary friends? Because freedom of speech is a real thing and it's written in the Constitution, imaginary friends. The problem with that is imaginary friends has only imaginary friends. Music fan, welcome. Deep down, hardcore, regular degler in the house. Amy Small, he's a whole damn house. I am a whole damn house. Let me tell you something, brother. I could never be homeless. And you want to know why? Because I am the house, right? You are in my house right now, sir. You are in my house. I can't be homeless if you are literally in my house. Yeah, imaginary friends has so much to say, ladies and gentlemen. This man is truly a common hater Joe. Yes, imaginary friends, you, sir, are a common hater Joe. And Neo Slinky comes right on back and says, let's roll now, homie. I've got them Nerf guns. Mike is gonna be unalive tonight. You know what? I don't mind because my name is not Mike. Marlon is in the house like he never left. Look at that. Marlon came right on cue, ladies and gentlemen. Marlon is another regular, man. We got the whole house in the house tonight. I'm starting to think this is going to be a packed club tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy, celebrate, and have all the fun you possibly can. Blake wants to know, I see how it is, ignore my comment, but actually, Blake, nobody ignored your comment. Because if I miss the comment, my people are going to catch it. And when my people catch it, they, sir, are going to reiterate the question. So if you said something, please say it again. Blake says he gags. I don't know what you over there gagging on, sir. But Anita says, Happy New Year to y'all from Slovakia. You're damn right. Slovakia is in the house with the flag, the kisses, and the hearts. We love you too, Slovakia. We really do, man. Thank you for tuning in. Happy New Year's. It's 2026 and it's going down. It is going down. Sugar Ray want to say, what is your star sign? Because the humorous comeback is killing me. I am a air sign Aquarius. Ontario is in the house. What up, Canada? What up? We right across the street, Canada. Yeah. Yeah. Is this my normal face or am I feeling constipated? You know what, man? I do not have any idea what you are talking about. I don't know. Music fan says, Happy New Year's. Welcome, everybody. So happy you're here. And I agree with that. Yes, I do, man. I don't know what you're over there gagging on. Made me choke too, right? Absolutely, man. You know, little bro. Hey, dump truck. Mac, you see Marlon back in the house tonight, right? He came at the right time. Yes, he did, man. Let me find out that Marlon is the business owner employing Mac, and the truck that Mac is driving belongs to Marlon. Because you know, and I know, and we all know that Marlon got that trucking company, man. And he said he had Mac trucks too. I don't know if you remember the comment, but Marlon specifically stated he owns Mac trucks. Shout out to Marlon, man. Hey, don't worry about it, Mac truck. We chilling, man. We are good over here, man. Imaginary friend no longer has nothing to say. He is leaving 2-letter comments. This is developing. Real time, ladies and gentlemen. Imaginary friend had so much to say, and now he's only leaving 2-letter comments. That is troubling, if you ask me. The whole crew is here. Let's go. Music fan, tell him again, man. Let's go. Oh, your dad has all the trucks. Well, tell your dad I'm coming all the way to I'm coming to Hawaii. I know how to drive trucks. Let's get it, man. I need to make $100,000 by 2027, man. I need 100K in my account, and I'm willing to work hard for it, man. Rogue says, yo, Rogue is in the house, y'all. Make sure you like and subscribe, bro. That's what you need to do, man. It's 2026. You need to get a whole new roster, man. You need a whole new subscription table of contents, and I'm one of the people that's going to be on the list. I told you, Marlon. You said the Mack trucks, the Peterbilts, and the Kenworths, man. I don't know about the Kenworths, man. Or is that, you know what? No, Kenworth is good. I'm thinking the Freightliner. Freightliners are garbage. Lewis says 100K minimums. I just hit 100K views 2 days ago, man. We trying to get this thing up to 110, man. I'll be at 200K by April, bro. I really will, man. Imaginary friends got to say point proven. The longer the sentences with longer words are simply unreadable. Well, I read that one, sir, and I read it to its entirety, man. But anyways, to all you yees out there, nothing. What's the matter with you, Zerk? Oh, we got us a California. We got a California in the house tonight, ladies and gentlemen, because he using all the terms of hometown. He got the jerk in there. He got the yee in there, man. You don't even know where you from, because the yee is up north and the zerk is down south, bro. I think you capping, man. Get on up out of here, man. You think I don't know what it do, man? I invented what it did, man. Get on up out of here, man. You a yee and a zerk, bro. Don't try to play with me with this old lingo that you think you put together using everybody as a whole, bro. Stop playing. Please stop playing. Mac Truck says this shit is about Vegas last night. Messed me up. Oh yeah, man. That was that you know what? That was a real story, bro. That was a 100% true story, homie. That wasn't no based on a true story. That was the whole story. And there's still more information developing all this time later. You know what? Let me tell you guys something, man. When you open up your fresh waters, smell it, man. Sometimes, hey man, these Fiji smell like kerosene. I still ain't figured out why. You got to give it a couple blows. Get that little gas up out of there. Yeah, that Vegas hit was a plan for real, man. Hey, I had a cousin, a blood cousin. You know, one of my first cousins was damn near that close to being involved in that shit, man. Luckily for him, he was still down the street and his car wasn't working, so he was on foot. So you know what? He had to walk to the scene, and I'm glad he had to walk, because if he had been able to drive, he probably would have got hit. Man, why the dunk on Kobe with Channel 47 Chinook with family and friends? I don't even know what you're talking about, Lewis. I don't know what you're talking about. And and Sly PH Balance of 8 says, I'm always yapping. And I say Sly PH of an 8, you always capping. You always capping, sir, man. We just trying to have a New Year's celebration, man, and you want to try to come in here and piss on the parade, man. What is wrong with your character? As a matter of fact, sir, what is your major malfunction, man? I don't get it, man. I really don't get it. But anyways, though, Marlon says, I don't want to get out of time. You ain't going, don't worry about nothing, Marlon. You are good. Ain't nobody getting timed out unless they sub. If they say something out of line, it's got nothing to do with me. It is out of my control. Other than that, you are good, man. Freedom of speech is a constitutional right, and I am here to let you know we are going to uphold your human rights. Just don't get too out of line. Lewis says, ain't nobody seen it. I don't know what you mean. Ain't nobody seen what? People, what is Lewis talking about? Is there anybody out there who can help me with what Lewis is really talking about, man? Because at this point, he is just speaking nonsense. That is what I see, and that is what I know. Chatter rights are upheld. I still don't know what you're talking about, man. And then Fall of the Thrain says, my teacher said I can't get sleep because I can't try, but it's my brother. Okay, so we are at 414 subscribers. Okay, so we are four in. I appreciate it. You know what? I could have sworn I seen 420, but I'll take 414. Absolutely. What are you talking about? Oh man, we are not talking about you, Sly. That's what we're talking about. People, Sly wants to know what the old man is talking about, and I told Sly we are not talking about him at all. You can get up out the chat, and we would be absolutely fine with that. Red says, Jesus loves me. And I agree with that, Red. Jesus loves me, Jesus loves you, and Jesus loves us all. I'll pay 35,000 to whoever gets Mike. Neo, you better be careful because you are talking some really big dog, big draws type of time right now. And I do not want for you to get in trouble. You are putting money and drama out on the internet. You need to fall back, sir, because you put names out there, and it's only a matter of time before you put a last name to the first name. We don't want that to happen. Not to Mike. He can be a snitch. Let Mike be a snitch, but Mike doesn't have to be in a ditch just because he's a snitch. Sly says, or no, Sly doesn't say. Sly said money on someone, you crazy. Oh, now Sly wants to talk rational. How about that? Sly is a rational guy. He started out as a troll and now he's a rational guy. I'm telling you, man, these guys are just like the weather, man. They show all four seasons in less than 10 minutes, but it is what it is, though. You know, they are being meanies, is what Marlon has to say about it. So let's move on to what Amy's talking about. There's a change by itself. Neo, listen to T. Yeah, that's a good idea. Sugar Ray comes back with money. Mike got money on his head right on the live chat, right? 35,000 on his head to be exact. I think that you need to fall back because everybody is now asking the question. The $1 million question is, who is Mike? Because they want the 35,000. If they can get it, who is Mike? Can somebody tell us who Mike the snitch is? Because there is multiple people that want to collect this $35,000, man. And this is not an auction. This is serious business. I do not understand why you would come on this live to announce that old snitching Mike is going to end up getting $35,000 put on his head. And now, check this out. Sly, the rational guy that started out as a troll, now he's gay, he has bipolar, and he's a chill old guy. Why is it always the gays? I don't know, man. I have no idea. Sugar Ray said she'll give you a $5,000 discount, man. Ain't this crazy work? Ain't this some crazy work, man? We got hits going down on the live. We even got hitters talking about giving discounts. Mike, you better get offline. You better change your name and you better get out of Dodge because they coming for you, man. They coming for you, man. They need 30, man. And you know what? I need 32, man. But I can't be the hit, man. It's just not in me. I ain't got that type of time in me, man. What I'm trying to do is get 35 likes, and that is it. And Brown Chicken says, "Go Pack Go." I hope that is the Green Bay Packers. That'll be nice. Go Pack Go. User CN7 comes right on with the same message as Go Pack Go. Lewis said, "We should call the next shot that Kirk got, bro. You got Kurt, but rest in peace." You know what? That is too hard of a message to read, man. Mike is an instigator. He's the leader of the Cobra Kai's. Oh my God. He is the leader of the Cobra Kai's. Mike got all the ops. Yes, Mike has all the ops. And I still have no idea who Mike is. Ladies and gentlemen, I do not know Mike. Don't want to know Mike. As a matter of fact, me and Mike need to distance ourselves from each other because I don't want to be tied into no tragedy. Not at all, in any way. You eat hot dogs for taste or shape, sir. Tugs, I don't eat hot dogs at all. Hot dogs will give you diabetes, man. I don't mess with no hot dogs whatsoever. I haven't ate a hot dog in a very long time. So, bologna falls into the same category. If you want kidney, you want liver, and you want high blood pressure, and you want diabetes, you go ahead, sir, and you eat a hot dog. He's talking about Mike Hawk. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, I told you, you heard it here first. Mike now has a last name. I told you it was coming. Mike Hawk has a last name. Jesus Christ. We're going to have to send out immediate emergency prayers for Mike because he may not make it. According to this chat, ladies and gentlemen, Mike has officially been targeted for the ultimate betrayal. Slide, freedom of speech, brother. I got to stick to what I stick to, and that's freedom of speech. You could say what you want to say, just don't get beat up in the midst of saying it. Don't get beat up trying to say what you feel you want to say. Because I know a lot of things that people say they don't say in public. And that is the truth. Do you say this in public? Absolutely not. You wouldn't dare say half the shit you say on this live out in public to anybody. Not even a retarded person. You wouldn't say this. You wouldn't dare say this. Because you will end up like Mike. I want to be like Mike. I wanna be like Mike. I wanna be like Mike. Do I say bad things? Marlon, you are good to go. You haven't said anything bad, man. You are actually being chill tonight. Let these trolls do all the talking. Sly thought you was the gay one, dog. Yeah, I bet he did. Come to find out, Sly was the one. That's why they call him Sly Glizzy. Sly Glizzy in the house. Hey, I'll be right back, Jack. So I am back, man. I got something I want to show to my chat. I want your response because a lot of people keep saying that I sound like Snoop Dogg. So I'm going to reveal a gift that was given to me by a dear subscriber of mine, and I want to know what you think. So I introduce you tonight on live chat to my Snoop on a Stoop. What you know about Snoop on a Stoop, complete with the blunt in his mouth. This is Snoop on a Stoop, ladies and gentlemen. You see that? Snoop on a Stoop. I deserve a subscribe for the Snoop on a Stoop. One of you guys can win this. Who wants the Snoop on a Stoop, man? My A1 subscriber can get the Snoop on a Stoop. This is what the box looks like. Snoop on a Stoop, ladies and gentlemen. This is a collector's item right here, man. Shout out to Snoop Dogg. Shout out to Snoop Dogg, ladies and gentlemen. This is the real Snoop on a Stoop right here. You don't know about, we don't do Elf on the Shelf. Why do an Elf on the Shelf when you could do Snoop on a Stoop? What you know about it? Hold on. So yeah, man. The question of the hour is why do an Elf on the Shelf when you could do Snoop on a Stoop? This is the real Snoop on a Stoop. He got the dreads, he got the blunt, and he's chilling on the stoop. This is my collector's item. But one day, maybe I'll put this up and I'm gonna keep it in the box. I'm gonna keep it looking good. And what we gon' wait a minute. Mike sold me shitty drugs. I almost died. Interesting. That just threw me all the way off just now because there is a couple cases going around about that. Like real talk, man. There was just a really bad case where I'm at about some shit like that, man. FBI is definitely in the chat. You know what? We ain't even, see, Snoop on the Stoop didn't change the whole dynamic of this conversation, man. Real talk, man. But anyways, this guy here, God Eater, wants to we not even gonna repeat it. We just know we got sex offenders in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. We got literal sex offenders coming into the chat. And I can't even say nothing because this is a public platform and it's freedom of speech. We have sex offenders coming in the chat, man. What is really going on? Sex offenders, you need to vacate immediately, man. You need to vacate. As a matter of fact, we don't even play about that, man. We don't do sex offender anything, bro. You got to go. To go. You got to go, bro. We don't do any sex offending anything. We don't do that. We don't do that. Sex offenders must go immediately. Yeah, we don't play about stuff like that, bro. Oh man, we had a sex offender, God Eater 6382. Cold Predator, man, trying to play games. Like, you got to get on up out of here, man. You got to go. We ain't even trying to talk to you. We not trying to continue. No dialogue with you, man. You want to talk about graping? You got to get up out of here, man. We don't talk about grape. Grape is a serious issue. Yeah, they just that nonsense gonna get you knocked off every time. See, I told you, freedom of speech is okay until you get yourself beat up. You know what I'm saying? That's that's what gets freedom of speech. You know what? I can't even help it, man. Like, I tried my hardest, man. I keep saying freedom of speech, but people just ain't getting it, man. You know, because at the end of the day, I am my own moderator. That's why I don't need no moderators for real, because like I can see everything that's going on. And we not dealing with any grape activity, any talk about graping, and we not dealing with a troll that want to come directly behind the grape talk. We not dealing with that. But Mike, we back on Mike. We are back on Mike. What is up with Mike, man? Mike, why do you got all the haters, Mike? Like you are literally in danger, Mike. As a matter of fact, you just better get offline as soon as possible. 416. Shout out to the 16. That means I got what is that? I've gained 6 or 7 subscribers within the last hour. Highly appreciated, people. You guys are fantastic. I don't know what I would do without you. The number is not locked in at 415 or 416 yet, music fan. It's not locked in just yet. Marlon says sometimes people make me scared on the chats and it makes me feel gross. Well, you know what? That means you're a human, Marlon. That's what that means. I'm gonna slow down though, and I'm gonna take a different speed because like we are starting to get sex offenders that feel like somehow they can come into the chat and speak freely about sex offending activity, and that will never be the case. So let's make that clear. That will never be the case. You'll mess around and get reported, and you will never be supported. We don't do sex offender activity. It's bad enough that I got all these closeted individuals in the chat, but to be openly on some SO type of time, I wish I could do more than just kick you. I wish I could do a little bit more. I wish I had a hitter in every state that I could use to go address some of the comments that these guys are making. There are too many people that were a victim of sexual abuse for us to be playing around with a 2-bit sex offending piece of garbage in my chat. But if you want to be homo, that's your choice. But if you want to be a sex offender, you don't have a choice. Yeah, facts, music fan. Facts. They will kiss the steel toe boot immediately. I'm talking about seconds after you leave the comment, you will be eradicated. No, you don't worry. You are my moderator, but I am the administrator. So what you miss, I catch. What I miss, you catch. Don't worry about it, music fan. You good. Okay? You are absolutely in the right position. Why are people like that? You know what? Because we are living in a sick minded world, Marlon. We are living in a sick minded world. That's why. Because there is a lot of sick people in the world. Absolutely. And some of them hide in plain sight like chameleons. But if you talk to them long enough, you will get them to reveal themselves. And that is what needs to happen is reveal themselves on everything. We don't do grapists. We don't do any sex offender activity whatsoever. We don't talk about children. We don't talk about senior citizens. We don't talk about women. And we barely even talk about another man. But some men deserve it. So there is accommodations that are made for the trolling of another man. There are accommodations that can be made to troll because Mike is one of those guys. And according to the chat, Mike is a thief and a snitch and everything else. I think Mike is like a fictional character. He really don't exist. They call Mike the Magic Man. The reason why Mike is the Magic Man because he exists, but he don't exist. Who is Mike? Ladies and gentlemen, who is Mike? Does anybody know Mike personally? Because I have no idea who Mike really is. All I know is the last name was revealed 10 minutes ago. They said a man named Mike Hawk. Does anybody know a Mike Hawk? Because I don't know a Mike Hawk. Never met a Mike Hawk. Never met a Mike in my life with the last name Hawk. Magic Mike. Magic Mike is Bow Wow. Huh? Yeah, man. I hop in lives. I don't sub. I like to stream, but I never sub to anybody. Ain't nothing wrong with that, Lewis. There is nothing stating in the fine print that you have to subscribe to anybody's bullshit. You don't have to subscribe, but we just would like for you to subscribe. Oh, wait a minute. My cock is here, huh? The only Magic Mike I know. Yeah, I don't think Mike is a real character. I really don't, man. I'm starting to think that Mike is just getting let T be your first subscribed channel. You know what? You should, man. Cause we gonna politic, man. And I got the option. I can say, you know what? We gonna live stream every day for the whole year. I could say that. But I'm still dropping my videos. And just so everybody knows, you have the option. Go watch the video that I just dropped. Tell me what you think about it. Criticize me, hate on me, leave a comment, leave a like, and tell me what you think about it ultimately, man. You know, is it Mike that got sold to Fetty Wap Coke? I hope not, because Fetty Wap Coke will take you up out of here really fast. We are 68 minutes and 15 seconds into this chat, and it is looking good on the New Year's Eve. It is looking great, man. It is looking great. I really appreciate all the support that I receive. I appreciate all my subscribers, anybody that liked the video, anybody that commented on the live. Man, you guys are fantastic, man. You really are. I just want you to know that, man. It's good to know you care about the people helping you. Absolutely, man. John, I have no choice, man, to acknowledge the people that are there in a genuine way. Absolutely, man. Lewis says that he said that you sold him some Fetty Wap Coke, and that's a big claim weapon of mass destruction that's used. Absolutely. Absolutely. Sugar Sugar says it's 15 minutes until New Year's, people. So Sugar gonna be with us on her New Year's. Shout out to Sugar Ray, man. Cause you know what? We gonna promote that, man. It is 15 minutes until New Year. That means at 7 o'clock, it will be midnight in London, ladies and gentlemen. Ain't that the truth, man? That is awesome. I wish I could find a flight that could get me to London in 15 minutes, man. I knew it was going to be New Year's somewhere during this live. I knew. London in the house. They over there big celebrating. They over there big cheering. They making a lot of noise. They sending up a lot of energy, man. We love you, London. We got big love for London, man. London got a good name in our hearts. Absolutely, man. Yeah, straight up. Straight up. Shout out to London, man. And you know what that means. The farther east you go, It is New Year's Eve. It is New Year's Day somewhere in the world. Debt collector then popped up out of thin air. Man, I ain't seen you in about 4 or 5 days, debt collector. Debt collector says, new face, new cake. It's that your baby, your dumb truck. Okay, absolutely. You're my dumb truck. Okay, yes, absolutely. You know what? I wanted to read your comment, but it wasn't really that informative. I never heard of a dumb truck. But anyways, 15 minutes till countdown. People, pay attention to the clock, man. Pay attention to the clock. At the top of the hour, it don't matter what the hour is in your state. At the top of the hour, it'll be New Year's in London. We are currently 13 minutes away from the top of the hour, man. Man, I wish I was in London, man. I got a lot of people from London that mess with me, man. I really do, man. I got a lot of people in London that are good people, man. It's a lot of people, a lot of good people in the UK, man. Don't never sleep on the UK, man. It's a lot of good people over there in the parliament, in the streets, in a little Volkswagens and Mercedes Benzes. Shout out to London, man. I can't say that enough times, bro. And debt collector comes right on back and says, "You're my birthday." Okay, I'm your birthday, whatever that is supposed to mean, man. You know, Clockwork Orange. Absolutely. Neo Slinky says, "Mike is very dangerous. Don't borrow money from him and never let him in your house." Never let him in your house. Wait a minute. So we're going in reverse? Is that what you saying? Because I thought we was at 416. So we are losing subscribers, ladies and gentlemen. We are actively losing subscribers. Okay, it is what it is. Don't be alarmed. No harm, no foul, but we are definitely losing subscribers. It is okay. If we lost them, they wasn't supposed to be here to begin with. Yeah, if we lost them, they were not supposed to be here to begin with. This is what happens when you speak about the grapers and the sex offenders. Everybody runs like roaches. What message does that send? Thanks, guys. Can't wait to come to the U.S. and find you and comply the hit on Mike. Complete the hit on Mike. Okay, absolutely. That got intense. Shout out to Lewis, man. Lewis said that got very intense, and you were right. It did. Oh man. Mac Truck says, "Were you familiar with the whole Three Eye Atlas?" Yes, I am, man. I know about Three Eye Atlas. I don't know what it's about. All I know is they talking about we got a gang stalking alien spaceship in orbit. That's what I get from Three Eye Atlas. Is we got a whole alien gang stalker, man. This motherfucker been stalking the planet for months now. Just flying behind the sun and behind the moon, just stalking the shit out of the planet. I'm trying to see what's going to end up happening. Because how we got extraterrestrial gang stalkers, man. It went from the city to the galaxy, man. Three Eye Atlas is the proof that we got alien gang stalkers, man. Sports Lover says, "Man, I am the stalker." Marlon says, "I believe in it, Mr. T." And you know what? You should, man, because we are living in very strange times, man. We are living in very strange times. And with that being said, man, I'm going to announce the time. We are 75 minutes into the chat. We are still a long ways away from New Year's in America on Eastern Standard Timing, but we are not that far. We are 5 hours away. You know, we 5 hours and 9 minutes away from New Year's, man. And the clock is ticking, man. Mike snitching again. Let's finish him, homie. I would be scared at this time to be Mike. Hey, Sack Pyro says we gonna make some noise this year. You know what? In my neighborhood, there are going to be a lot of shots fired at New Year's. I am going to bring the phone outside because I want you guys to hear the boom, 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 boom. There are going to be a lot of shots fired. I'm not in Detroit though. Man, as a matter of fact, let me tell you something. I'm going to post. That's what I'm going to do. That is what I'm going to post a New Year's. I'm going to post a New Year's live that I got in the city of Detroit. So my subscribers can see what it do in Detroit. It is going to sound like a war zone. When you hear this video that I have, you are going to be like, oh my motherfucking God, I would not want to be outside during midnight on New Year's night. Detroit, you have to wear a bulletproof vest while you barbecue in the front yard. No, you don't. You don't have to do that. But what you do got to do is wear a bulletproof helmet on New Year's. You don't want to get hit in the head by a bullet, man. Detroit is a great place, man. It is not that bad. No, it's not, man. The people of Detroit are good people. The people you hear about getting dirt napped are the people that a lot of the times, that's just what they deserve to get. They don't do that in Kona. No, they probably don't, but they do it in Detroit, baby. They do it in Detroit. Bro, do you live in the hood? No, currently I do not live in the hood. Currently I am in the suburbs. How about that, huh? I live in the suburbs. Proud of it too. Yeah, I'm in the suburbs, man. Can we see your house? Marlon, absolutely not. You cannot see my house. But I'll tell you what, though, if you look at my short videos, if you scroll through enough of them, you will see the neighborhood and therefore you will see the house. Yeah, bro wants a house inspection. FBI, CIA. You see, Marlon, what you done caused, man? You made one statement and now you got all these comments coming behind it. You shouldn't have said nothing. You shouldn't have said nothing. Happy New Year's to you, Marlon. Because guess what? Let me tell you something about Marlon, people. Marlon is in the best place that you could possibly be in the entire world. Marlon is chilling in Hawaii, born and raised. That's why Marlon doesn't give a damn. Because Marlon is on Kona Island. Marlon lives where the volcano just erupted. You dig? Like, I don't know if you guys heard it on the news, but like there is an eruption on the island that Marlon lives on, man. And to me, I would be I would be honored to be where he's at right now. And not only that, he lives at a specific elevation. Marlon, tell these people what is your elevation, man, from sea level, man? Because they don't get it. They want to talk that shit. Tell them what your elevation off the sea level is, man. Say, why y'all hating, man, I'm elevated, man, at like 4,000 feet above sea level, bruh. Why y'all hating? You know what I'm saying? My man Marlon stays elevated. True enough, he's smoking that, yeah, you see, I told you, 4,000 feet. That's the average height of a person on Kona Island. They live about 4,000 feet above sea level. You know what I'm saying? So you can hate on Marlon all you want. But man, who wouldn't want to be on Kona Island right now where they just had a major eruption on the backside, back where nobody's at? So not only did they have an eruption, but you know, in Hawaii, every eruption equals more new land for the residents of Hawaii. The island gets bigger every time an eruption occurs. And he also smokes a whole bunch of Hawaiian puna. I don't know if you know what Hawaiian puna is, but I know what Hawaiian puna is. And I'm sure Marlon also knows what Hawaiian puna is. They grow their cannabis at the top of the coconut tree. Marlon says he's never been to Applebee's, but he wants to go because in Hawaii, although it's paradise, there are certain things that Hawaiian people don't do that the mainland people do. Because let me tell you something, Marlon, I have literally been to Applebee's. I have been to TGI Fridays. I've been there. Master Judo says Happy New Year's, but it doesn't change the fact you're gay. Damn, Master, you just had to come in here and ruin everybody's night, man. Shout out to motherfucking Master Judo, man. It doesn't change the fact. I don't think anybody cares, Master Judo, to be quite honest with you. If you could just really pay attention to what's going on here, I don't think Master Judo is even relevant here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Really don't. Why does it look so good? You know what? Let me tell you what I would love to do, Marlon. I would love to hike to the top of the highest mountain on Kona Island and look out across the water in every direction. That is something I would love to do, man. Master Judo also says that Master Judo is the greatest man of all time. But I say to Master Judo, according to who? That's what I say, Master Judo. My response to your message is according to who? Marlon says, thank you, Jay. Thank you, Cool Jay. I hope I can one day. Oh, okay. According to Bill Gates. Absolutely, man. You know, the seed godfather, the IBM, the IBM Lord, the Microsoft master, you know, the gatekeeper of the 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 watermelon and the gatekeeper of the watermelon and the grape seeds. Super Slave says, real talk, cuz. The only thing I regret is Crippen doesn't spell cuz with a Z anymore. With a Z. With a Z. When I was growing up, all Crips spelled cuz with two Z's. Like, what up, cuz? Now they say, what up, cuz? When I was growing up, it wasn't what up, cuz. It was, what up, cuz? With two Z's, bro. You wasn't even a real Crip if you didn't spell it with two Z's. You know, why you think I got all this blue on, man? Why you think I got all this blue on, man? Like, man, I grew up crippin'. I grew up crippin', nigga. I grew up, no, for real though. I grew up crippin', man. I literally, most definitely grew up crippin'. But let me tell you something about us fellow Californians, man. We're the only state in the entire world who got brotherly love for the Bloods. It's the only state. Every other state, man, it's a war. But where I'm from, you can Crip and you can Blood as hard as you want, but you got love for your enemy. Yeah, that type of shit. Sack Pyro says, bust a Crip in the lip and see the real color drip. You know what? I ain't heard that one before. That sound like some new nigga shit. And that rhymes. Look, bust a Crip in the lip and see the real color drip. Man, that sound like some new nigga shit. Amy says, Happy New Year, sugar. Hey, man, I love when a woman calls me sugar. I don't care. Like, something about being called sugar just makes me all sugary inside. You know, Mike stole my Skittles and my last burrito. Oh, no, not the last burrito, man. Not the last burrito, man. You know what? We just ate, let me tell you what we ate in the house tonight. We did some spicy Thailand food tonight, man. For New Year's Eve, we went ahead and we chose Thailand, right? And I mean everybody in the house. We had Thai food, man. Everybody, and it was good too. It was delicious, man. Um, Marlon Starr says, "Do you guys have 1% bike clubs in Detroit?" You know what? Marlon, there is a lot of bike clubs in Detroit. No, hey, hold on, Marlon. I gotta address this real quick because Sack Pyro said I'm an internet crip. Let me tell you something about me, Sack Pyro. I've been to the California Youth Authority, right? I'm a YA baby certified. And that's enough said. I don't need to say nothing else, man. I'm a YA baby. And if you don't know what a YA baby, then who are you? Yeah, I'm a YA baby. Certified. Yeah, yeah. I did time up north and down south. SAC. I was an NRCC. If you a real SAC baby, then you know what NRCC is. Yeah, Northern Correctional Center Clinic. Yeah. Northern Reception Center Clinic, right? I was a real YA baby. No, I ain't get my towel pulled. Nah, I took all my fay. I didn't turn nothing down. Yeah, I ain't turned nothing down. That's why I'm here today. I ain't turned no phase down, man. I'm a real YA baby. Yeah, what you talking about, man? I've been up north and I've been down south. Let me give it to you straight before I give it to you late, man. I've been through Preston. I didn't stay in Preston. I didn't walk the yard in Preston, but I've been through Preston. I've been through OH Close. I've been through Fred C. Nellis, and I've been through NRCC. That's Sack Pyro. I don't know who you are. I don't know who Sack Pyro is, but I'm starting to think Sack Pyro is a front and a fraud. You see what I'm saying? Preston is for rats. Hey, let me tell you something, everybody. There's only 4 in the chat, but I'm gonna tell you right now, man. Check this out. Sack Pyro is not real. Sack Pyro, he's phony. He don't know what the fuck he talking about. Yeah, it's in Ione, but still, I don't give a fuck. Nah, you ain't no legend. Not talking the way you talking. Preston is for rats. Who said that? When and why? How is Preston for rats? You don't even know what you're talking about. Yeah, exactly. Sack Pyro is phony, man. Because Preston is a gladiator school for anybody up north. Exactly. Exactly. Sack Pyro is capping. And I get it, so let me sum it up like this, right? Because my intuition is kicking in. So Spirit wants me to say to the chat this and this only. Sack Pyro ain't a fraud, but Sack Pyro just ain't from the streets. That's all. Sack Pyro ain't from the streets, man. You ain't from the streets, bro. To say that about Preston, you ain't from the streets. At least not the streets that I grew up in. So, hey, man, if you you were, so you was in, now you saying you was in Preston, and you got, and niggas do get, you right, motherfuckers do get transferred to Soledad or Delano from Preston, but we talking about from a young man to a grown man. I was in OH Close, you know. I was right there across the street from Chad, DeWitt Nelson, and Carl Holton. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Kern County, man. So I just only said all that because you got sacked. Like you from Sacktown or something. But like we ain't got nothing else to say, man. Florence is down in Los Angeles, man. Yeah, Florence is in Amador County. Oh, that's where you from? Oh, you from Amador County, huh? Oh, that's way up north. The streets you grew up in, like no, Kern County, homie. I ain't from Amador County. Amador is What is Amador? That's by San Francisco, but San Francisco is Marin County, right? Yeah, Kern County. You motherfucking right. Yeah, yeah, Bakersfield. But not just Bakersfield, Tehachapi, Mojave, Lancaster is Los Angeles County, but like, yeah, so you get what I'm throwing, but like you gonna talk about Preston? Okay. Ain't no rats in Preston. And if it is, that's not how it used to be. We talking about the early 90s. So let's make that clear. We talking about Preston in the early 90s. Okay. We talking about Soledad in the early 90s. We talking about Delano in the early 90s. That's what we talking about. We talking about a time that is not today. I'm from the mountains. You know what? This dude is throwing me off. See, hey, Chad, let me just apologize because Sack Pyro is throwing me off. Obviously, this dude be going up and lighting fires. He probably burned all the cannabis crops out of Lake County and Humboldt County. And I don't know nothing about Colorado Supermax, but Pyro, you throwing me off, man. You really throwing me off, okay? You really throwing me off. Preston was and okay, well, I don't agree with that, not at all. I don't agree with that. I don't even know what you're talking about. Like what you must be a northerner, like a northerner, like a I'm not even finna get into all that because this we on the wrong time. Like we are on the wrong time right now. We are 92 minutes in, and I'm sitting up here talking about, yeah, I gotta redo my shit, man. I gotta redo it, right? But I don't care. Like I don't bar shit, man. Look, I got hair sticking out. Like we gotta redo it, man. But like there's no receding hairline. I ain't got nothing going on, bro. Like, why do people want me? What do you think about them Peckerwoods? Marlon, I don't speak on the Peckerwoods, bro. I don't speak on the Peckerwoods. Because when I was growing up, the Peckerwoods are actually cool. White pride and all of that, the Peckerwoods are cool. You dig? Peckerwoods are okay. It's the more hardcore version. You're a Peckerwood though. Yeah, I'm a Peckerwood. Yeah. I don't think the Peckerwoods would agree, but if that's what you want to say, then yeah. Yeah, I hope no Peckerwoods are I hope no excuse me, I hope no real Peckerwoods are in here because they wouldn't agree with you. And as a matter of fact, they would be mad at you for saying that, right? They would be mad at you for saying that, Blake Taylor. The Peckerwoods would not appreciate you calling me a Peckerwood. They wouldn't appreciate that, bro. And that's why you got timed out because my family know who the real Peckerwoods are. They really do. My entire family knows who the real Peckerwoods are. And by you saying that, upset my family. Stop upsetting my people. I grew up in the country. Drop me some street knowledge. I mean, super slave, wherever. What country did you grow up in, man? What country are you from? Master Judo grew up in Ukraine. I cannot give any information about Ukraine. Let's compare the struggle. Super slave, what country did you grow up in? Because I'm specifically seeing that super slave said I grew up in the Country, the country. What country did you grow up in, man? Because I got knowledge and facts about the country, but it just depends on what country you grew up in. Oh, the rural area with the cuz on the end. You know what? Let me tell you this, Super Slave. We grew up in rural areas too, but honestly, I grew up in the desert. Yeah, I ain't worried about being called gay, bro. That's what everybody say, man. Everybody want to use the word gay, right? Fuck the word gay, man. Shout out to the LGBTQ community. And I have to shout him out, whether I like it or not. Hey, bro, I used to play in the cornfields, man. I used to play with my friends. My Mexican homie's dad used to raise fighting chickens. Nobody cares if you say somebody's gay, just so you know. Okay, yeah, absolutely. The gay shit is played out. The gay shit is played out. It really is. Sam, what's going on, man? You just reminded me, Sam, of my partner, Lil Sam. I got a partner named Lil Sam, and he is a very dangerous individual. Music Van says, tell you something else to disrespect with. We are not about disrespect on this channel. But I do want to say, Super Slave, I grew up playing in the cornfields, and I also grew up playing in the desert of California. The deserts and the cornfields of California, man. That's where we grew up, man. Real talk. I ain't dangerous, my boy, not until someone messes up. That is the right mindset, Sam. That is the absolute chicken in the house, man. Man, chicken, you already know, man. We are trying to get to a certain level in society, man. That's why I am always live, because we are trying to get to a certain level. And we, as a collective, will not stop until we reach that plateau. That's why I am always live, man. I am always live, bro. I got 30 videos. You can go watch them all, man. I am always live, and I'm always talking about something. Shout out to all the hillbillies in the building. You know what? I would consider myself a hillbilly, man. Absolutely, man. Call me Billy from the hills. Mac Truck says, music fan, you the personality. Do you personally know T? Oh, shit. Oh, snaps. Music fan, Mac Truck knows something. Mac Truck is very intuitive. Yes, I personally know music fan. I'm going to clear it up for you right now. I personally know music fan. Yes, that is the truth. I personally know music fan. That's why music fan is my moderator, because we have a personal we as a matter of fact, our personal level is deeper than you would ever believe. Imaginary Friends is back, people. And every time I see Imaginary Friends, I have to say, freedom of speech. Yes, that's me, sir. I am the one that will spend hours and hours talking about nonsense. But here's the cap, though. This is the breakthrough. The breakthrough is this: it's not nonsense to everybody but you. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So, anyways, let me get back to Imaginary Friends, man. It's not nonsense to anybody but you, bro. That's why I am able to maintain a constant live stream, because people tap in. But I'll see you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile. Hey, before you go, though, imaginary friend, can you kiss the ring? Kiss the ring for me. Kiss the ring. Kiss the ring, sir. I want you to kiss the ring, man, before you go. That's why I wear my pinky ring, so you can kiss the ring. Damn, I wasn't expecting that. God Gift says, I'm not even gonna repeat what he said. I'm sure I would like, bro. I wish I could highlight some of these comments, man. I really do, man. What does TGI Fridays taste like? TGI Fridays is pretty good. You know, TGI Fridays has a bar. You can go have a drink. You can eat like so Marlon, check it out, right? TGI Fridays is basically Applebee's, right? So TGI, let me tell you about TGI Fridays. So TGI Fridays is basically Chili's, Applebee's, and what other TGI Fridays is even like Outback Steakhouse. Like all these restaurants are based off the same type of ideas, right? There ain't no difference, man. God's gift goes on to say that Russia literally took the Donbass from Russia forcefully, brother. So my response to God's gifts is speak on it, God's gifts. We want to know about it, man. Please, I encourage you, man. Speak on it, bro. Speak on it, man. We want to know, man. Can I pin comments? You know what? I probably can, Super Slave. I'm not really sure. If I click on your page, yeah, I can. All right, so yeah, I can pin. So let's pin God's gifts. Let's see what it does. Oh, so I pinned a message. There we go. So that's how we highlight. Now I know how to highlight. What would you order? Burgers or ribs? At TGI Fridays, I would go with the burgers, man. TGI Fridays. I went there. Let me tell you what I did at TGI Fridays, man. I went there with a friends group, right? So I knew somebody who had a large Facebook friend group, and all the Facebook friends met up at TGI Fridays one day, and I got invited. So I went, and I was able to eat for free and everything, right? And and the burgers are off the chain. You go get you like the mushroom Swiss burger. Oh my God. On the potato bread bun. Oh man. So hold on. Hold on. Cause like we got new developments, man. I'm about to pin a new like so Mac dump truck says that he hauls cattle and stops outside of Ohio. Let me tell you something about before I tell anybody anything about cattle. Does anybody know about a cattle hauler? Hey, Mac Truck, tell me if I'm lying, bro. Tell me if I am incorrect. If you haul cattle, when you get on the freeway, you do not have a speed limit. Cattle drivers can do whatever speed they want. And not on top of that, their trucks are geared with all the horsepower. Y'all don't have to make no stops. You don't have to stop at way stations, and you don't have to do the speed limit. Shout out to the cattle drivers, man. Thank you. Matt truck driver, you just got a whole new level of respect for me, man. Because if you hauling anything that's livestock, you are the cream of the motherfucking crop when it comes to trucking. Yeah, you at the top of the food chain, man. I didn't know. I'm seeing Mac dump trucks, so I'm thinking that you haul gravel. Which when I lived in Las Vegas, let me tell you something. I knew a Mexican dude that restored old dump trucks, right? And this dude would sit there in his yard and he would rebuild Mack dump trucks, right? And like he would restore them to like I don't even know how to explain it. The dude would restore them, man. And so I thought that's what you did. But like, oh, you have a dump truck, but you haul cattle. Oh, well, you getting to the money, man. You what we call around here, you a money nigga. You getting to the money, man. You probably live in a nice house, got multiple vehicles and take care of your family by yourself. If you hauling cattle, yeah, if you hauling cattle, man, you getting to the money. Hey, man, I got a whole new respect for Mack dump truck. I really do, man, because I learned about that, and I'm like, damn, you ain't even trucking unless you hauling livestock, and if you hauling livestock, man, you got a whole different set of rules that you ain't got to abide by. You get to do the cattle drivers. They don't have to do the speed limit. They don't have to stop at the weigh station, and they can do 120 miles an hour down the freeway all they want. Max says he's on his second wife. He has a nice place on some land that your grandfather left you. But yeah, straight bull haul, bro. I wish I could link up with you, man. I'm over here in Michigan, man. I don't have a CDL and I don't have the certifications, but if I did, man, you would be the first man I'd come and talk to, man. Hey, man, that's where that you like the last real trucker in America, man. All the rest of this trucking is bullshit. It really is, man. All the rest of this trucking in America is bullshit, man. The only other good trucking I would say is local drivers, man. If you had to get out on there on the road, bro, be a bull hauler. But if you drive a truck, then no, I don't have a truck, man. I was a tow truck driver, man. That's what I did, man. I was a flatbed driver, man. But flatbed drivers deal with a little bit of everybody, man. I know truckers. I know a lot of truckers, man. You know what? Let me tell you something. Super Slave, we are currently getting snowed on right now. If I go put the camera outside, if I was to go walk outside, it is actively snowing right now. Well, bro, yeah, you fucking right, but you ain't it ain't it ain't it ain't hard, man. You are probably one of the most essential workers in America right now, right? Because cattle farming and any type of livestock farming is it, like, I hate to say this, but it's on the downturn right now. Like, they're trying to make that they're trying to make that industry obsolete, unfortunately. But like, if the truckers who still out there getting to it, that's a dying breed, man. It's really a dying breed. Yeah, it comes at a cost because you might have to drive from, I don't know, let me see. We'll just use Ohio as a starting point. You might have to drive from Ohio to California in 15 hours. You got to get from Ohio to California in 15 hours nonstop. You know what I'm saying? And then River King says he can't wait until the trucks drive themselves. I don't know why he would say that, but that's what he said. Absolutely. We call it wire sponging, whatever the fuck that is. Uh, Mac Truck says he'll come out of Georgia and haul it down 95, dog leg it down to Texas. That's not a bad trip from Georgia to Texas. That's good money right there, man. I'm sure what you making, like $3, $4 a mile? I know premium prices is at least $3 to $4 a mile. And that's premium. Ain't no other truck drivers out there getting, damn, you get $8 an hour? $8 a mile? Sheesh. Damn. That's good money, man. That's great. I need to get into Shit, I need to get in the yeah, okay. Well, I'm glad you said that, man, because you know the average trucker ain't even making $2 a mile. Yeah, the average trucker ain't even getting $2 a mile, man. Yeah, Max says I ain't the average trucker. I like that. You damn right. Let me highlight that, man. He ain't the average trucker, man. So see, I got I like you gonna find the real. You come fuck with me, you gonna get the truth. You gonna get what's really going on, man. And then of course Serene says truckers are boring. Shut the fuck up, man. I ain't gonna block you because it's freedom of speech, but shut your ass up, man. Bull hauling is where it's at, man. Bull haulers are getting $8 a mile. That is crazy. Shit, you doing better than just doing good for yourself, man. I'll tell you that. Serene, your face is boring. That's what Amy Small said. Come do a video sometime. Show you how we haul some bull. Hey, you bro, if you invite me, man, I will go, man. I will go, but don't mind me if I got to bring a pistol, man. Cause you know, black truckers is coming up missing, man. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. My baby. Yeah, I know you stay armed, man. I know you stay armed. You know, that's the life. Hey, I got, you know what? Let me tell you a quick story, man, about a trucker that I once knew, man. He lived in Compton, but he had to go pick his truck up in Mojave, California, man. I'm gonna tell y'all a quick story, right? This is an interesting story, man. So I knew a trucker, man, that was he was a Mexican dude from Compton, but he worked for a company that kept their trucks in Mojave, California, right? So one New Year's Eve, he first so okay, let me start here. So he said he had to go to Texas. He had to take a load of chicken from California to Texas, right? So he gets to Dallas, Texas, and he said he had 238 revolvers that he carried in his truck, right? And when he got to Texas, he said he was at a on a seedy part of town, right? So he gets to Texas, and he was like, he drove through a homeless community, and he was he was he had to go under an underpass, but he didn't know if he was gonna make it because he didn't know if his truck was tall enough, and he didn't want to tear the truck up. So he got out the truck to check the clearance, right? But he said when he got out the truck, these homeless people was trying to rob his truck. They was trying to open up the tailgate to see what was in it. And so he's like, man, I seen that shit, and I ran back to my truck and I grabbed my 38s, right? And it got to the point where they was being so persistent, he had to fire some shots up in the air. Boom, boom, boom. And so the homeless people got the point. They got up out of there. So long story short, he was able to go up under the bridge, but he had to do a U-turn, which he had to back up. And that's why these homeless people was trying to attack his truck, right? So he was like, he was able to get up out of there. He successfully made the drop. Everything was good, right? So he got back to California, and when he got back to California, it was New Year's Eve. So he was like, you know, I wanted to go and celebrate for New Year's. So he had a Chevy S10, right? So he parked his truck back in the yard. He got in his personal vehicle, and this was in California. So he was like, he jumped on the 15 freeway to shoot out to Las Vegas because he wanted to celebrate in Las Vegas. So he was by himself, mind you, right? So he gets all the way out to Las Vegas. He don't really know anybody in Las Vegas. So he gets to Las Vegas, right? And And he just driving around, man. It's New Year's Eve, and hey, Brendan, man. Hey, if you want to donate, man, check for the Cash App in the description, man. That's what I all I could tell you, man. Go to my description and check for the Cash App, bro. If that's what you're trying to do. I got a Cash App in the description. That's the only way as of right now, man. My channel's still fairly small. It's still fairly new, so that's all I got going. But anyway, so he gets to Las Vegas, right? And he got his 38s with him. So he's over on the east side of Las Vegas, right? Which I know exactly where he was at. He told me, man, that when New Year's came around, he wanted to shoot in the air. Boom, 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 boom. So this motherfucker then shot his guns in the air, not knowing that the police was around the corner. Not for him, but they was just in the area because he went to a bad area where crime be happening. So he is just complete bad luck, bro. Like complete bad luck, man. So he was like, he shot in the air, doop, 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 with his little 38s, right? And not even 5 minutes after he unloads, the police come into the apartment complex where he was parked, right? So Happy New Year, Spectre. One of my regulars right here. So he get into the apartments, right? The police come in. He see the police. He has a feeling that the police were there because of him. So he gets in his truck and he tries to leave inconspicuously, right? So he drives out the apartments, but he was like, bro, as soon as I got onto the main street, which was Tropicana, the police got behind me and I had these guns on me. So I was like, fuck. So he was like, well, shit, I'm not supposed to have these guns. So I'm about to go on a I'm gonna go on a I guess a high speed chase, because that's what he went on, right? He went on a high speed chase, right? So he gets on the freeway and like I don't know, he probably had about 15 police behind him and he just refused to stop. And he told me he threw one of his guns out the window because they was not registered, so he didn't want to get put in jail for these guns, right? So he throws one out the window, which later on he ends up telling me the police found the gun he threw out the window and he held on to one, right? So he takes the police on this long ass chase around the Las Vegas Valley and he finally stops. But when he stops, he puts his arms out the window and he's trying to give up and everything, right? And he's like, I thought something was wrong because when I stopped, the police stopped way behind me, right? So he was like, oh man, something ain't right because why the police stopped so far back? And then he looking in his rearview mirror of his S10 and he said that he saw the Nevada State Troopers approach him with a K9 dog. And he already had his driver's side window down, right? And he said the guy with the dog kept approaching all the way up to the truck and was telling him, get out the truck. You know how they get down whenever you go into jail. He kept telling him, get out the truck. But he was scared to get out the truck because he knew he was going to jail, right? So he stayed in the truck, man. So the state trooper walked up to the passenger side of the truck, man, and broke the window. Boom. Broke the window. He broke the window of the truck and let the canine dog get into the truck. Check this out. This is where the story gets terrible, man. The story gets terrible, right? So now my boy is in the truck with a police canine, and the police canine is attacking my homie, right? He was like, I had my arm up to the dog, and the dog was just chomping on my arm. I'm talking about the dog was just ripping my arm to shreds. And so I'm like, oh man, I'm about to die, man. Like he thought he was about to pass away because the dog was just tearing up his arm, right? So the whole time this is happening, another officer comes up to the passenger side, and at this time he had already rolled the driver's side window back up. An officer breaks the driver's side window and tries to get the door open. So now he's fighting the dog to his left and he's fighting the police to the right. And he says that the police are trying to get him out the truck, right? By this time, his arm is bleeding. He needs stitches. His arm is messed up. So the police get the door open and they yank him out the truck, right? So they get him out the truck. They get him on the ground and he's still looking. And he sees the paramedics then pulled up, right? So he's like, okay, so I see the paramedics, but they hella far back. The police, everybody's hella far back. And there's only like two police and a dog up at my truck, right? So he's checking all this out and he feels like tonight is going to be his last night on earth, right? So this is what he tells me next. So he says, I'm on the ground, they put me in handcuffs, right? So when they put me in handcuffs, I'm telling them that my arm needs medical attention. The dog then tore my arm up, right? And so while he's on the ground, he says the officer with the dog lets the dog attack him again, right? He says that the canine dog came up to him and bit his neck and severed his motherfucking artery, right? So now he's laying on the ground and he's spurting blood out of his neck, right? I hope I don't get flagged for, telling this story, right? But he's like, the state trooper let the dog attack him while he was handcuffed on his stomach on the ground out of the truck. His arm is already destroyed. He's a trucker. That's the whole reason he was even in Vegas, right? He made some money on that job and he just wanted to go to Vegas and celebrate, but he decided to shoot his guns in the air and that caused the police to pursue him. So he's on the ground, he's on his stomach, he's in handcuffs, and the cops let the dog attack him. The dog severs not his main artery, though, so I don't want to get it confused. The dog didn't sever his main artery, but the dog bit his neck and caused severe damage. So now he's scared that he's about to pass away. At this point, he says that the paramedics started rushing over to where he was at, right? And he was like, man, I was losing so much blood. I thought for sure I wasn't going to make it. Right. And so they was able to save him. Right. So they get him into the ambulance. They get him to the hospital and they're able to stop the bleeding just in time, man. When I met this man, he had stitches from here to here. So I knew his story was real, right? He had all these stitches on his neck that he claimed that a police dog did by biting him on his neck, right? And his arm was marked up with all kind of stitch marks. So, and then he had other wounds too. He had a piece of glass in his foot, you know. But all of this stemmed from him not stopping, right? Trying to enjoy a night in Las Vegas from California, shooting guns in the air on New Year's night. And they were trying to give this man 20, no, they were trying to give him 8 to 20 years in prison for this case, for shooting a gun in the air and evading the police, letting a fucking dog almost take his life. The cops wanted to give this man 8 to 20 years in prison for basically, if you ask me, some petty shit, right? It was petty. And like, um, so he survived it, and what he did was he filed litigation against the state because another thing I forgot to tell you guys, right, is while the dog was attacking his arm, he said he had his hand like this, and the dog took off his index finger like in one swoop. I forgot to mention that. The dog bit his hand and his finger. He was like, bro, I seen my finger come off so fast. I didn't even feel it. Like the dog bit my finger. 1 minute it was there, and then the next minute my finger was gone. So I forgot to mention that the dog ate his finger, right? And I believe they never got his finger back because when I met him, it was just barely starting to heal. He had the stitches in his neck, he had the stitches on his arm, and he had a big ass piece of glass in his toe that he kept trying to like squeeze out. And he said that was from when the cops shattered the window. Somehow the glass ended up in his shoe and it got lodged into his toe. And so he was like in the county jail trying to get this piece of glass out because it was bugging him, right? But like he was like The dog chomped my finger off, severed my neck, tore up my arm, and they're still trying to give me 20 years in prison for this shit. So I filed a litigation against the police department. And here we are. I don't know. That was about that was about 17, 18 years ago. So I don't know what happened to him. As far as I know, he did get convicted and they did give him 8 to 20, but he might be out now. I'm not sure, but like that's the last story I have about my trucker friend that went to celebrate New Year's Eve of 2010, got completely fucked up by the police. They tried to kill the homie. The police tried to end my homie's life, man. And somehow he survived. He was an OG Mexican dude from Compton, California, that drove trucks out of Mojave, California. And he survived a very traumatic event. And I am glad that he survived because I got to hear his story firsthand. And I believed every word that he told me because my partner was not the type of dude to lie about something like that. So, trucking is a dangerous job. And the lifestyle of a trucker is also a dangerous job because you get a lot of money, but you get a lot of heat. You got to go through a lot of regulations and you got to go through a lot of shit, man. And Capra Die says, what's the deal? LOC, man. And everybody knows LOC means love our color. And we absolutely love our color. We love our color. But that was a story. That was for you, Mac Truck. That was for you, man. I just wanted to tell you about my little trucker partner, man, that went through some bullshit just because he made some good money one season and he wanted to go celebrate in Las Vegas and the police. He shouldn't have shot his gun in the air though. He shouldn't have shot his gun in the air. He probably wouldn't have had to go through that. He should have also stopped and just said, yes, that was me. I shot my guns in the air. I wasn't trying to harm nobody. They probably would have gave him probation, but instead, he ended up with 8 to 20 years in prison and a lawsuit with a missing finger, a severed neck, and a piece of glass in his toe. Completely devastating, man. But that's a real story that really happened. I wish I remembered his name. I would tell you guys. You could look it up. It's on the documents. Diamond, what you got for me, man? What you got for me, man? Hey, like this video so I can get it even 30 likes, please, man. We at 29 likes. We got 10 in the chat, and we are 128 minutes in, man. I want 30 likes. Can I get 30 likes, man? I just dropped a bomb-ass story on you motherfuckers, man. And LL Cool J says, T, make your liquor store run. I don't need to make a liquor store run tonight, man. What I need to do is at 8:30, we're going to end this live and we will be back at 11:15 or 11:30, man. And we are going to do the countdown together, man. And just in case you motherfuckers don't know, in London, they done celebrated New Year's 44 minutes ago. And as the crow flies, bro, as the crow flies, 8 to 20 ain't even hurt nobody. That's a tough deal. Yeah, it is, man. My boy got an 8 to 20, man, an 8 to 20 piece for shooting in the air with a revolver. And then the police, man, bro, listen, the police. I wish you could see my homie, man. I am not lying, man. They tow his ass up, man. The dog bit his finger off, damn near severed his main artery in his neck, and they let the dog do it. And it's in the report, man. I read the paperwork. They let the dog do it. They sicked the dog on him while he was in handcuffs. True story. Because they put him in handcuffs, the dog was already tearing his arm up. And the reason the dog was tearing his arm up is because he was trying to defend himself against this aggressive ass German Shepherd. you know how them police dogs are. They're super aggressive, right? And so that's why he let the police pull him out the truck, because he was like, man, this dog is messing my ass up. Let me get out the truck. Maybe the dog will stop. So he gets out the truck. They throw him on the ground, put him in handcuffs, and then the dirty police lets the dog attack him again. Maybe they was trying to take his life. I don't know. Marlon Starr wants to know how many times I've been in love. Marlon Starr, I will tell you the truth about this. You've reached me at a rare moment in my life where I will tell you the truth. I have never been in real love before. Never. So, how do you like that for a story? I ain't never been in love. I love people that didn't love me. We'll say that. I've never experienced real love in my life. And if you want to know why, you can thank the organized gang stalking program. You can thank the organized gang stalking program. I've never been in real love in my entire life. I've only experienced fake love from these fake women, because these fake women are a part of cults and covens of people that will come into your life. Just that's why I tell people, watch that movie by Arnold Schwarzenegger. Um, what's the name of the movie, man? I said it the other night, bro. Um, Let me give me a second. Total Recall. Watch the film Total Recall. That movie is pure facts. Total Recall. What did they do to Arnold? They sent him in a fake lover that claimed she loved him. Okay, well, Big Island. Look at Total Recall by Arnold Schwarzenegger, man. A lot of Americans know what Total Recall is. Watch the movie Total Recall, and you'll understand what I'm saying. I am Arnold in that movie. That is me. I'm Arnold. Total Recall. Look it up. Check it out. Watch it. Yeah, The Matrix is one thing, but Total Recall is another thing, man. Oh man, Hawaiians. Hawaiian food is good, man. Hawaiians like pork. Hawaiians eat a lot of pork, man. Tell me I'm lying. And I'm gonna tell you another thing Hawaiians eat. Hawaiians like spam. They eat spam everything. Spam sandwiches, spam rice. Like them cans of spam, you gotta understand, milk in Hawaii cost fucking $10 a damn gallon. If you want to drink milk in Hawaii, you better be ready to go spend $10 on some milk. No cap. Yeah, okay, you got goats and shit, but like y'all ain't eating goats every day. Y'all are eating more pork than you are a goat. Hey, I gotta give it to Neo Slinky. This nigga still talking about Mike. You know what? Hey, check it out, Slinky. So you talking about Mike so much that I'm thinking of this. Let me tell you, if you so you remember, I dream, I move, I dream, I groove like Mike. If I could be like Mike, I wanna be like Mike. If I could be like Mike. You remember that? That was that old Michael Jordan commercial back from the 90s, man. Everybody wanted to be like Mike. So yeah, man. You know what? Hey, bro, I have some loved ones tapping in way, way, way back here. Yeah. Yeah, my loved ones, man, they watching me, man. A lot of my loved ones is watching. Some of them are letting me know they watching. Hey, I got a question, man. So Big Island says he's a Gen Z and he can't relate. I don't really know what that means, man. Like I don't know when like why people come at me like that. Like I almost feel like that's a discouraging comment to say. But that ain't my question though. So Big Island, are you saying that you're also on Hawaii? Because the only people I would know that would call themselves Big Island are Hawaiians. That's the only people I would assume that would call themselves Big Island is another fellow Hawaiian. But he says, "Man, I'm a Gen Z. I can't relate." Oh, okay. Well, but you say you from Canada though. But why do you call yourself Big Island? Because that's like a Hawaiian thing. Like for real, like Hawaiians say that. I never heard anybody from Canada call themselves Big Island. That's literally like a Hawaiian thing, bro. Oh, it's an inside joke. Well, what island are you referring to in Canada? Like what body of water in Canada has a big island? I'm just curious, man. A friend of mine wants to know, so I want to be able to answer his question, right? So I'm just like, what big island is in the middle of the water in Canada? Because oh, Victoria. Okay, so that's not a Hawaiian thing then. Marlon, do you feel where I'm coming from? Like Big Island, that's what they call Kona. That's the Big Island. So it's like, of course, everybody would think Hawaii when you think of Big Island, but he's saying Victoria Island, not Kona. Okay, all right. Well, I don't expect everyone to relate to everything I say, man. I'm gonna keep it real. Oh, you was born in Langley. I thought Langley was in West Virginia. Maybe I'm wrong, man. But they do have a Langley. Hey Siri. So she ain't gonna come up while I got a live going. But Langley, they got a Langley in America of West Virginia. So man, I want to end this live. You know what? We gonna cut it short at 8 o'clock, bro. Like I need a break, man. So in 7 minutes, so everybody is aware, we gonna end this live at 8 o'clock. I said 8:30, but I don't feel like going at 8:30, man. And but here's the thing: from 8, 9, 10, 11. If I ended at 8, we gonna be back at 11. If I ended at 8:30, we'll be back at 11:30. But I want to go from 11 to midnight. So we gonna go ahead and we gonna end this at 8 o'clock, man. And I'm 7:54 Eastern Standard Time. Short says, "Cut the shit. This is over." No, it's not over, man. You don't know me very well, bro. Listen, let me tell you something. I got all these motherfucking notes, man. Look, I can keep it going. I literally can keep this shit going. I got notes on notes on notes, but I don't want to use the notes. My nose is running. I got a real bad sinus infection from the weather doing weird shit. One minute want to be hot, next minute want to be super cold. Right now it's snowing. But like, no, it ain't over, bro. I got 30 likes. I got 7 in the chat, and we 140 minutes in. It ain't over. It's over because I want it to be over. Right? So don't get it twisted, man. I can sit here for I can sit here for as long as it takes, but I want it to be over because like on everything, man, I gotta come back at 11, right? That's how I get down, man. I do 2 lives a day. And I wasn't even supposed to do this live. This is like a bonus live, right? This is a motherfucking bonus for y'all, man. So I came back with the bonus, man. But since it's New Year's Eve, I didn't plan on coming. And yeah, I appreciate that, Neo. Nice chat, y'all. Happy New Year. Happy Mike year. Happy new Mike year. I don't know what's up with Mike, man. We gonna like Mike reminds me of Benny Blanco from the Bronx. Like we gonna really have to find out who Mike is. Like that's what we on. Like we gonna have to find out who Mike is. But so yeah, man, we had 140 minutes, man, and we got 4 minutes left, and I'm gonna go ahead and end this chat. But before I end this chat, hey Raids, man, I want you to join me at 11, bro. We're doing the New Year's countdown, man. So I want you to join me at 11, man. I'm gonna leave my setup. Like, believe it or not, I got a whole setup right here. I got a whole setup. So I want you guys to join me at 11, right? And and join me at 11, and we're gonna do the countdown tonight together, right? And we'll be back. But right now, I got shit I gotta do, man. I can't just stay on live from 5 o'clock to 11 o'clock. That's retarded. So we gonna end it, and we gonna be back. So I'll be right back. Yeah, but anyways, though, folks, 11 o'clock, man. We gonna be back on, bro. That's what we